Good afternoon. I hope you are good morning, or maybe it's good evening whenever you're watching this. Thank you so much for coming into my YouTube channel. I really do appreciate it. Just a bit of a real chat, really. Nothing scripted, nothing, planned. There are a few things that have been happening this week, and it's always worth mentioning and talking about. And the first big thing that's happened is that the pharmaceutical companies for the GLP-1s have massively increased their prices of up to 170%, which is crazy, right? I mean, and I feel so sorry. I genuinely feel sorry because for a lot of people, they've made the decision to use GLP-1, whether you're a fan of them or not, okay? And I am on the fence with them. But I understand that they serve a purpose, and I understand that there is something for everyone, right? I'm under no illusion that the one-to-one diet is the only diet in the world and it's the only diet that works. Like I am fully aware that there are some amazing successful journeys, whether it's with Zoe, Slimming World, Weight Watchers, Joe Wicks, whatever it is. And obviously using GLP-1s is one of them. The thing is that what I genuinely feel upset for is the purchasers of GLP-1 is that, we all work really hard, and to be able to afford this is something that a few people, I'm sure, would have deliberated over. And to have really hiked up the prices in such a manner is so cruel. And for a lot of people, why this frightens me a lot is because a lot of people who have been using them and are now worried that they can't afford it are contemplating, and not even contemplating, but are purchasing GLP-1 medication from unknown sources, right? And that's where the danger is. That is so frightening, because they are taking such a huge gamble. And I follow so many Mounjaro accounts in particular, and obviously there's all walks of life who are using it, and there's quite a few GLP-1 Mounjaro users who are in the ambulance and NHS, and they are seeing a huge rise. Now, obviously, this announcement only came out last week, so this isn't necessarily happened in the last week, but there have been people that have been purchasing on the black market for the GLP-1 medication, and they have seen that because they are not buying them through a reputable source, that there have been some really serious side effects, which obviously, no one wants. And as much as being overweight can really impact negatively physical, emotional, mental health. Like, I get it. I've been 3 stone overweight, and I know that how much it impacted my life at 3 stone. When you've got more weight to lose, and you found a solution that has suddenly been taken away from you, I understand why people would consider purchasing from unknown sources, because they found something that works. And I just really want to reach out to those who are on Mounjaro, maybe even considering it, and now it's not an option, to say that don't feel lost. Like, there is hope, even when you feel like you've tried every diet. And I hear that a lot. I've tried everything. And maybe, in your opinion, you have tried everything, but possibly when you did try those things, it wasn't the right time. Maybe you've started your journey on Mounjaro, and you've got into such a stride and a good mindset that now to revisit some of those other alternatives could be the right time, such as the one-to-one diet. Of course, I'm going to throw my hat into the ring, because what I know about the research, and just by talking the independent research that the one-to-one diet has commissioned about GLP-1 users, the comparison against the one-to-one diet, obviously in particular because I am a one-to-one consultant, is that with the one-to-one, because we have got such strong brand heritage, we've been around for 40 years, we are safe nutritional products. And sometimes there is a bit of a kind of a kickback about, oh, I'm not using meal replacements, like, you know, they're processed, and, you know, like, oh, what's in those products? But yet some of these people are quite happy to put a chemical injected into their body. And, you know, there is no wrong or right, but what I would encourage is to be a little bit more open-minded and to do research, because research, knowledge is power. And actually, when you scratch the surface of the one-to-one diet, you very quickly realise what an amazing weight loss brand it is. Obviously, with each and every single one of our products, there's 169 health benefits. Every single one of our products has 1/3 of your daily nutrition. So you're getting your magnesium, your iron, your vitamin A and D, your protein, everything that you need in order to sustain a low calorie plan. So that means that because your body is being fed with the nutrition, it knows that it needs to lose fat and not lean body mass. And we are seeing evidence that is showing that through GLP-1 medication, you are more likely, and there is a higher percentage of you losing lean body mass over fat. Now, we want lean body mass. It's muscles. We want collagen. It gives us that plumpness in our skin. So, you know, not all weight loss is good weight loss, and we want to make sure that we are definitely achieving the right kind of weight loss. Then on top of not just the products giving you, you know, it's taking away that decision making. You know, I think a lot when it comes to being on a weight loss journey is that constant thinking of food, like, oh my God, I've got to think about breakfast, lunch, dinner, and you don't want that. And that's why the products and the convenience come in, because it just takes away all of that fuss. It takes away all of that fuss. You know exactly what you're getting in your products. You know that you're getting your nutrition. So you've got your products, you've got your nutrition, you've got the convenience, plus you've got the support. As consultants, we are there to support you all along the way with accountability, depending on which consultant you go with. Me personally, I've got a WhatsApp group, broadcast list, a Facebook group, an email newsletter, my YouTube channel. There's so many ways, whether it's directly or indirectly, to get support on your journey. The app that's downloadable, it's a free downloadable app. There is so many ways. And plus, you know, what for me is kind of like the, you know, for want of a better pun, like the cherry on the cake, is that you get to work through the steps and really establish a healthy relationship with food. So whilst your time on plan might start off using more products, which could be the top end of what you're spending, as you go along in your journey, you will be dropping your products, increasing your conventional calories, which means that what you'll be spending is less. Whereas when you're on GLP-1, you're starting off on small doses, but then as your doses get more, then obviously you're paying more. So, you know, helping from a budgetary point of view, a nutrition point of view, a support point of view, a relationship with food, and obviously into maintenance. I've been maintaining my weight loss now for over 8 years, so I know exactly what to do, and I pass that knowledge and that support on to my clients. So if you are finding yourself in a situation where you need to consider or reconsider alternative options, drop me a message. I have got clients who are using GLP-1 because they want to ensure that they're getting the nutrition. They don't want to think about preparing foods. They still want to be able to have the convenience of the products. So there are some of my slimmers who are using GLP-1 as well as the products. The majority of them are just doing the journey alone without the products. Either way, there is no right or wrong, but I just want to reach out and say, don't feel like there isn't an alternative option. There is, and there are safe options out there. Please, please do not go to any backstreet dodgy distributor that has no reputation. Oh my God, please keep yourself safe. And here is just one of the solutions that could help you continue on that journey. So yeah, short and sweet from me. I hope you're well, and yeah, hope to hear from you soon. Please do like and subscribe to this channel if you would like to see more content.